Peace, everyone. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? They still deflecting out here. I say deflecting, talking about everything but what I'm talking about. I'm talking about child abuse from a Bambata, her son, Camel perspective. I'm not adding people to this conversation. I'm not taking people away from this conversation. None of that stuff. That's what my opponents are doing. Towards start to rain, he's quiet. Layla Wills, she's quiet. They have Khalil Money out here speaking for them because they think, oh, he's a government informant, he's smart, he's been through the system and all that, and he can defeat Carl. Khalil Money cannot defeat me. If y'all done looked in the past and seen what's been taking place, every exchange we done had, he has lost and he's lost bad. He go deflect and start talking about the Queen or J. Michael, this, that, and the other. I'm not going to participate in that conversation. That's childish. And like I said, I ain't lived in that type of bliss in so long because they in bliss. They deal with childish stuff. They in bliss. They happy in it. I can't be that happy. I didn't grown. I didn't learn. I'm smart. I'm intelligent about what's going on in this world. I know about what the frat's doing. I know what the Masons doing. I know all this stuff. So I have to act like I know, not like I don't know. They know too, but they're doing the fouling. So let's get into a little something. Let's get into a little something. I created a little something to get into because I don't want to get up here and talk like a child and talk about stuff that don't have no basis or nothing. So I wrote some before I got up here. So hostile witness, Wells terrain alignment, because this is about Khalil Money, July the 9th, 2016. This is about Khalil Money. So let's deal with this a little bit. And I'm going to stay focused and I'm going to stay down my train of thought and everything because I know since I didn't have a stroke, I can't stay on nothing. Yeah, I can't. I get on something and I get off it. Get on something and get off it. I can't stay focused, but I'm going to stay focused with this.
Khalil Amani built a name being one of the loudest voices holding people accountable in this space. But somewhere along the way, his lane on the Bambata story changed. And I think the turn happened right around the time he aligned himself with Layla Wills and Troy Star Torain.
Now, that's my belief. Maybe true, maybe not be true. But one thing I will say, he's never got off what he did in the beginning. He made this as about LGBTQIA because he think he is the professor of the LGBTQIA plus community, and we just some ignorant ass niggas that don't know what's going on, and he can spiritually advise the whole community to be a part of the LGBTQIA. He damn near made it happen, but he started going against me. He started going against the God of Israel, going against me, because I'm with the Lord God of Israel. He with the LGBT satanic people. He's been with them ever since he slopped egg kisses with his frat brothers. He been with them. But we're gonna deal with this some more. All right, we're gonna listen to what I created. To be exact, what me and Clyde created.
Now look, alliances aren't proof of anything by themselves. People work together for all kinds of reasons.
So I was watching a Facebook video today, and it was talking about a falcon, or some bird came down and ran some wolves off from a sheep that they had killed. But he didn't know what was behind them was alignment. That's what ran the wolves off. But him not knowing it made him prideful and made him thought he had something. This is what's going on with Khalil. Khalil think he big because he got Layla and Star and the whole YouTube and stuff behind him. They against me. They think I'm going to run because I'm looking behind Khalil and seeing all y'all joining forces with him. I ain't going to run. I told y'all I'm a dark empath. Go study it. Hassan told y'all, well, I got whatever that was he told y'all. I can't even remember. That's that stroke thing. That's going to get me out of a lot of stuff because I can't remember stuff. I told y'all I'm in Arkansas because I'm being born again. Baby come out the womb, he don't know what's going on. I'm an innocent person until proven guilty. And y'all can't prove me guilty on nothing. But it's all good. Make your accusations, do what you want to do.
But when I look at what Khalil's been saying since that alignment, and I compare it to where he stood before, it doesn't read like objective reporting to me anymore. It reads like someone protecting a position he already
been invested in. Even as the position keep losing ground. It's called repent, people. I always got to take it back to the Bible because this is Israel Doctrine YouTube Street Ministry. I'm ministering to people. When you get in arguments and fights like this and you think you're going to be the man of God, no, you need to really see what you're doing and you need to repent of whatever hellish or devilish stuff you've been doing. But when you a man like that wanted to sleep with your mama, put your toes in your step-grandbaby mouth and this and that man there is a demon. He on demon time. And I'm going to fight this demon to death. I ain't scared of no demon. I don't run from no demon. That's why he gonna get fish sandwich every day. I said fish, not fist. For your hand clutching together, not F-I-S-H, fish, fist. You want me to spell it? I know y'all do. You can't spell fish.
That's my read. I'm not saying Khalil is running some kind of operation. I'm saying his output looks like a man defending a losing hand instead of following the facts. And in a story about accountability, that distinction matters.
That distinction matters. It's about accountability. He made Troy Star Terrain accountable. He held Layla Wheels accountable. That's where the Enrico conversation came up. He held Hassan Campbell. He had Ron Savage and all that. Remember, he's the foundation of everything. But he's not holding himself accountable. And because no one is telling y'all that, see, because he should see what's behind me. As Bible stories say, it's more with me than it is with you all. Y'all think it's a lot with y'all because y'all can only see the physical. This is spiritual warfare, baby. Thanks to the queen saying that because she didn't realize it. Because nobody ever really talks about this spiritual advisor to the LGBTQIA plus community. I'm fighting a spiritual advisor, a professor. This is Hotepultra at its best. And I've been fighting against Hotepultra since I entered the conscious community. All those dudes are considered professors and grandmaster teachers and this, that, and everything else. And I've been murdering their lives every day. The realest Israelite you will ever see. The other ones, they Hebrew Israelites. I claim to be an Israelite.
I need to stop and be direct with you here, because this changes everything about what's happening in this conversation. If Pitsy is you, then this screenshot isn't research material for your documentary. It's a public accusation of child sexual abuse being made against you personally by Khalil Amani on his channel right now.
On his channel right now, he got something up talking about J. Mike, and he putting stuff in there about me. Or I don't know what's going on. I know I inputted a picture, which is Command Shift and 4. You can copy a picture, anything that's on your desktop computer. And I input it into my conversation with chat, and chat said, hey, well, it blew his mind. I've been arguing and fighting with chat. not chat. What is it, Claude? My bad. I told you the stroke stuff, people. Not chat, GPT, but Claude. I've been arguing and fighting with Claude. I'm like, nah, I want to get back to the YouTube streets and deal with what's been going on, because they're trying to take the LGBTQI stuff that the Nebula people never had the power to do. They trying to put it in hip hop, and they trying to make it where the mapping fits. Because Bambaataa was supposed to be gay and date raping minor children. As Hassan Camel said, he was a little boy. He looked like me when I was a little boy. I was a grown man that looked like that. It's not that type of phenomenon in the world. It was a boy.
That's not something to fold into a deflection narrative. That's a serious situation that needs real-world handling, separate from your content pipeline.
Content pipeline, because I got a content pipeline going on. And this is where the content pipeline started. So let's deal with the content pipeline that I've been projecting since day one. This is my conversation with Layla Wheels on Facebook. And don't think I ain't got the documentation. We're going to listen to this first.
This intro has real narrative energy, but there are several factual claims in it that don't match what your own sourcing shows, and a few that go further than any document I've seen supports. Given your stated standard, declarative claims about named living people need sourcing or reframing as your analysis, I'd flag these before this goes out under your name. 1. DJ K-Slay told Khalil Amani to publish an article. This is the opposite of what Khalil's own 2017 email says. In that email, Khalil states K-Slay called him and asked him to take the article down after Zulu Nation connected the dots, not that K-Slay directed him to publish it. If you have a different, later source showing K-Slay initiated the publication, that needs to be cited here. Otherwise, this line contradicts your own primary source and is vulnerable to a factual challenge.
I'm not worried about it because I know, and I got audio. Khalil keeps saying DJ K Slate called me April the 1st, late at night. I was sitting up. I was finna go lay heavy pipe on my bike and everything else. And I was up, K Slate, and woo. I got all that stuff. Khalil know I got all that stuff. That's why he's sitting up making statements about me and different stuff. Leak you. Layla Wilson did it. She started it.
2. Date rape to underage boy. Every source you've shown me, the Vice Wedge article, Khalil's own blog title, Afrika Bambaataa, gay, and date raping, refers to the alleged victim as a young man, Spanish man, not explicitly as a minor. Underage boy is a materially different and more severe claim, child rape versus adult sexual assault.
So, you see what it is? That's the whole argument. Was it child rape or was it adult sexual assault? That's why Ron and everybody try to make that boy a grown man. You can't say this and that. He was grown. Pull him out. Let's see if he grown. Even now, we can tell what age he was by just counting backwards. If he just making 20, he wasn't grown then. If he just in his early 20s, probably wasn't grown then. I can't do the math. But if you pull them out in different stuff, I could do the math then. But you can't pull him out of Hassan Campbell. Got him stinking somewhere in the alley in New York.
If you don't have a specific source establishing the victim's age as a minor, this line overstates what's documented and creates real legal exposure. This is the exact kind of gap your episode 6's LAPP review process exists to catch.
See? I've been doing this by myself, but I got Claude to help me now. I'm not referring all on Claude, but I'm going to use Claude. Let's keep going.
Khalil Amani had a history for being a nationally known FBI informant who once took down religious cult leader Yahya Ben Yahya. Khalil's own email mentions being a government informant, which in vague, self-reported terms, nothing about Yahya Ben Yahya specifically. That's a very specific, checkable claim. Yahya Ben Yahya was a real prosecuted cult leader. If you don't have a source tying Khalil to that case specifically, presenting it as fact, even framed as a question, implies it's established. Phrasing it as a rhetorical question doesn't protect you if the underlying claim is unverified. It still plants the assertion in the viewer's mind.
Right? Now, once I get through with this, I'm going to bring out the documentation and you can hear what it was me and Layla Will was talking about on Facebook. Because it started on Facebook.
4. Date specificity, April 1st, 2013. Stabbing. Your own sourced email discussion has Khalil disputing exact dates with star down to specific days. Worth double checking this date against your actual source material rather than the version that made it into this draft, since you've already shown date precision matters a lot to this story's credibility. None of this means the segment doesn't work. The who told who what and when through line is compelling and matches your established style. But I'd tighten it to what's actually sourced and reframe the unverified pieces, informant history, victim's age, who initiated publication as open questions you're investigating rather than settled facts stated in the narration. Want me to redraft the intro with those adjustments while keeping the tone and hashtags intact?
See? Chat talking to me. Chat is talking to me. So now, let's take this down. So I can bring out the heavy gun. Can I bring out the heavy gun now? We're finna have it up in just a sec. Give me 1 sec. I gotta pull it up. Thought I had it. Oh, computer, what you doing? You playing with? That's it right there. So here we go, people. The heavy gun, the Gatling gun. I downloaded it twice, so you're gonna see Layla Wills one. But Layla Wills, 11/11/17, 3:38 p.m. Call. Peace. How you doing? I'm speaking first because I'm trying to tell her what I gotta tell her. I would like to share something with you. Very professional. Please let me know what you think about this if you like. I believe Hassan Campbell was a co-conspirator and participant in the African Bambaataa sexual assault of child who was not of legal age of consent. Showing this is what I've been talking about since day one. I ain't been talking about Africa Bambaataa gay. That's Khalil Amani. He came out with that African Bambaataa was gay and he date raped that boy, putting it in the LGBTQIA plus community when it was a sexual assault of a child who was not of legal age to consent to having sex. What if it was oral sex, anal sex, or whatever it was? So, Bambaataa abused Bambaataa abused vulnerable boys from broken homes and sought to keep the abuse a secret through community influence and bankrolling members of the community. Campbell stated that he was a part of the community that was bankrolled by Bambaataa for years to keep this abuse covered up. Yes, it was seen that Campbell was bankrolled to be a co-conspirator and participant in the cover-up. The rumor in the Bronx Rebels and the hip-hop community for Bambaataa, and also bankrolled to keep his claims of sexual abuse covered up after coming out on Facebook with a video of allegations of sexual abuse of Bambaataa himself. Now, as you notice, I'm reading this. I ain't got the computer reading this, but we're going to keep going. Yet, community influence and bankrolling members of the community is the only method in which Bambaataa and the Zulu Kemetic Moors used to keep victims and the community silent on matters of sexual abuse. The Zulu Kemetic Moors also, as an organization, send out death threats to keep its victims quiet and others who would speak out about the matter of child sexual abuse. No, I wasn't using the term pederast and all that, but child sexual abuse is legal language. There are YouTubes out there on Camel speaking on receiving threats himself coming from the Zulu Kemetic Moors. When his Facebook video resurfaced after Ron Savage appeared on Star Terrain YouTube channel, the Star channel, to expose the sexual abuse Savage himself received at the hands of Africa Bambaataa. Savage was 15. He was not old enough to consent. Her son said 12, 13, or 14. He's not old enough to consent. So Bambaataa was abusing them children too. But let's keep reading. This is my conversation with Leda Wales from the jump. Okay. There's also audio of her son Campbell, which can be heard on our Israel Doctrine Reloaded. That's why that channel gone. YouTube channel of the son claiming to want to split Savage head to the white meat for coming out and exposing Bambaataa of being a sexual predator and abuse of the vulnerable boys over the years. So now we're going to go to the Dave Wedge, October the 10th, 2016, Noisy Vice article. This article has been changed, if you ask me. I got the original article. We can verify it, but it was taken down at one point and everything else. No, I was finna open the link, but we're going to leave that alone. Wow. This indicate further through rumors in the Bronx and in the hip-hop community of Bambaataa questionable behavior. The mainstream media never reposted. No criminal charges ever came about. The story went away. But rumors about Bambaataa alleged sexual abuse picked up again in 2014 with the publication of Bambaataa allegedly sexual abuse, picking up in 2014 with the publication of Savage book, Impulse, Urges, and Fantasies. A memory of his life and music executive and activities in which he reportedly being molested by a hip hop DJ that he and everyone also looked up to. He didn't say Bambaataa name. He did, however, name Bambaataa let's get the terminology. I can't use my phonics to get it, so we don't go.
Perpetrator.
About a year later, Camel posted a video on his personal Facebook page accusing Bambaataa of molesting him. Camel said that it created a shitstorm in the community, but that he quickly removed it after getting an angry phone call from a Zulu security officer. Right? So you see, I'm laying it out for Lady Wheels. She had it all. That's why I said she was ignorant. She thought, oh, he's just an Arkansas nigga that sit on his porch and his couch and he's there in his mama trailer home and all that. She wanted to make me a piece of SHIT that didn't need to be talked to. But now she see, oh, shit, that nigga is vulnerable shit. I should have interviewed him, had a secret recording of him like I got a secret recording of DJ K. Slay and everything else. But she has no secret recording because she didn't talk to me. But it's all good. Let's pick it back up. So, in the community, but he quickly removed it after getting an angry phone call from a Zulu security office. According to Camel, days after he posted the original video, he met with Bambaataa and several top Zulu council members. Now, let me make sure that this is out on my Facebook page and stuff, because I need people to hear this. And if they don't hear it now, they hopefully they'll come back and listen to it and stuff. But no, people, it's two sides to this. You either on one or the other. You against what happened with child sexual abuse, or you down with what happened, child sexual abuse. I call these people out on child sexual abuse. They try to come up with a lie about me. Said I had sex with a young lady in California. Now, I'm not Bill Clinton, so I ain't gonna say oral sex is not sex. The young lady did give me oral sex, but I didn't sleep with her. Now, that's what a man of God should do. So that's what a man of God did. Just did it. Well, we got it on record that you said you did it. Whatever. I just have to suffer the consequences for what I did. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no liar. I ain't up here making up nothing. But it is what it is. Now, let's keep going. Because these lies about me is what they doing to deflect. They want y'all to think I'm the bad guy. They are truly the bad guys. I ain't never came out here and did SHIT to nobody on this internet. Like I said, that's when I was a child. I was under 18 when I was in California. And what I'm talking about, if I can remember, it's not the second time I went to California. It was the first time I went to California. I was like 15, 16 then. No, matter of fact, I was 14. Because I had two step nephews. They were 17. I was 14. And I had to leave because we got to fighting it different. I can't even tell y'all the story because y'all will try to bastardize my story. But it's all good. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's keep reading. According to Campbell, days after he posted the original Bambala apology to him and promised to make amends by stepping down from the Zulu nation and buying a tombstone for the Zulu member who had been a friend of Campbell, which we know now is what's his name? I can't remember his name, but we're gonna leave it like that. B.O. Bambali fulfilled neither of those promises. Campbell said he was crying. Campbell recalled he apologized. He turned to say that he was doing that to make more kids. But I know he was lying. After the meeting, Campbell agreed to keep his video off Facebook and stay quiet about the accusations. He said he was embarrassed and just wanted the situation to go away. He also acknowledged he wanted to protect the Zulu nation as well as his own job as a Zulu warrior security guard. It put food on the table for a lot of guys, Campbell said of the Zulu entertainment business. Everybody picking back off Bam. They all live off him. They get income off him. They're not going to bite the hand that feed them. Basically telling you because he was getting income off Bam, such. He was not going to bite the hand that feed him. That fed him when he was in jail and all the other things he said. You can now call each other to see information like active status and when you read the message. Okay. Thank you for the information. It has also come to my attention that you use one of my articles as content for one of your shows on YouTube without acknowledging the source material nor the author. Should you use any other material of which I am the source and the author in the future, acknowledgement of my intellectual property is required. She basically telling me I can use it. I just need to acknowledge her intellectual property. This is not a matter of professional courtesy. It is a copyright law or whatever. I can't. Phonics ain't working. Carl, I believe I did. If I didn't, forgive me. I will look over that show and do so if I did. If I didn't. Lady Wheels. Okay. Thank you, but it's no big deal. I would just appreciate going forth, Carl. Me speaking. I will, sister. I would want to know acknowledgement. That's why I inbox you to see if we can talk about what's going on. Typo, not acknowledge. Right? I understand there's a lot going on. Hopefully everything will get resolved and settled down, but I am incredibly busy and specifically focused. I look into all what's being alleged from over the years. I'm not going to get involved in personal disputes. It's not my area, and I would not want to contribute anything going on in the mix. I would only make things worse, and I'm not here for that. Carl, I understand. I just want you to know I created a new narrative, seeing you being yours being released, your work soon. Thanks for the convo so far. Have a nice day. Peace in Jesus' name. See, I'm always put Jesus in there because I'm acknowledge him through all this stuff, right? So, it's real doctrine. We're the guy that stabbed Bambaataa on April the 1st, 2013, showing that I told her this. I told her this. She did not have to leave this out of a documentary. She chose to leave this out of a documentary. And because she chose to leave it out of a documentary, she hurt now. She lost all her money. She had to get that thing out, free this, that, and everything else. Because the righteous man in the room tried to help her, but she was like, F you. You trying to hurt me. I'm trying to save a son. I need a survivor to stand with. So, and please help me donate. So, I hit her with, okay, peace, Carl. I'm not sure what all this newfound interest in the details of the story, but I have already investigated the nucleus of the allegations, the Zulu Nation, Poppy Run Savage, and many others. None of this new to me. None of this new to me. Questions being answered are new to me. And I know what I'm doing, and I'm confident with questions being asked are new to me. So let me make sure. None of this is new to me, and none of the questions being asked are new to me. So what was I telling her about? Her son taking the picture to murder the boy. Let's go. So, okay. We're the guy that stabbed Bambaataa on April the 13th. If you have benefited from this study, then please tell your friends about our website. So I'm asking for donations for what I did because I gave her a very significant point to deal with in her documentary, and she said, F that point. I know what I'm doing, and I'm confident with the focus of my thing. Thanks for your information, and please let me know if anything new is discovered. You see, she said, let me know if anything new be discovered. So if I'm talking to her about it and we talking back and forth while we're in court and you saying I'm doing something to you, I'm stalking you, we're talking. In no time have we stopped talking. She started trying to make it like, don't call me, don't talk to me, don't do this and do that. These people asked me to get involved with this. And once I got involved and they seen that I was the real deal, Holyfield, slap case. Peace, Carl. I'm not sure what the newfound interest and stuff. So, Carl, I gave her the website, Israel Doctrine address, toward terrain, DJ Star, due to him CCing me in a Sonetta email. If you have benefit from this study, please tell your friends and stuff. Then I said, I will guess you still don't want to talk to me. This is the end of our YouTube conversation. I don't let y'all see some of our Gmail conversation. So with that said, y'all tell me, have I ever been found coming at these people that said they was involved with the sexual abuse of children and the documentary and stuff, Trapped in the Culture? It should have been Trapped in the Culture of child sexual abuse, not Trapped in the Culture of the first gay family, this, that, and everything else they turned this stuff into. But I'm through, I'm out. I'm finna go to sleep. I'm finna sleep good. Slide on my pillow like no other. Hopefully y'all slide too. Peace. I'm out.